For me, one of the best kept secrets on the Hackr.io platform is the user-submitted tutorial and learning resource section. This way, users like you submit your favorite learning resources for learning any skill that you think other users might benefit from. You can then interact with each other, upvote these tutorials, and you can let each other know which are the best to use with those upvotes. If you're new to the platform, I'd highly encourage you checking it out. So here I am on the Hackr.io platform in the JavaScript tutorial and courses section. This is our learning resources submitted by users for the best ways to learn JavaScript. I'm going to focus today on one of the most popular and highly upvoted options here, the complete JavaScript course. Now, this is a fantastic course. It's got lots of votes from users. I'm going to dive a bit deeper. It's on Udemy. What I think is great about this course, some of the things you should bear in mind. And if you're serious about web development, it's hard these days to avoid learning JavaScript. Even if you're interested in other things like PHP, JavaScript is still helpful. But for a lot of people, JavaScript is one of the biggest games in town for being a web developer in 2025 and beyond. Not to mention its frameworks and libraries, but just its general abilities as a language. If you're interested in JavaScript, I think the users in Hackr.io are onto a winner here with this course. So I'm going to take a quick look at this now and let you know what my opinion is as a JavaScript user, as a JavaScript developer as well, how I feel about this course, what's great about it, some of the pros, some of the cons. Let's have a closer look at that now. Here I am on the Udemy page for the complete JavaScript course 2025 from zero to expert. That's a big claim automatically. We know JavaScript is everywhere. It's powering websites, apps, everything in between. If you're looking for the ultimate guide to mastering this language, maybe this is the place to start. Now, of course, it claims to be the end course you'll ever need. There's a little bit of a hype. Well, it's going to be user dependent. Let's find out. But as you can see at the moment, there is a New Year's sale running. There are often sales running on Udemy, so I would keep my eyes open for those. One of the best times to snap up one of these courses. It's on 84% off, so it's really well priced. And when you buy it, you get lifetime access. So that's always something really nice about Udemy. If you buy it once, you've got it, and any updates that come, you get access to those too. This course, created by Jonas Schmedtmann, is a bestseller on Udemy. It's got nearly 1 million students enrolled, which is a massive number of students. Just great to show how popular JavaScript is. Packs an impressive amount of content with over 70 hours, 50 plus challenges, and 6 real-world projects, which I really appreciate because I think project building is one of the best ways to take theoretical and somewhat practical skills and put them into some genuinely practical. A project is a great way to learn how to tie everything together and have something tangible, not only to show yourself, but maybe to even show prospective employers down the road because you your portfolio with these projects. Even if you use the originals or they become more advanced and evolved variants, it's a fantastic starting point. The idea is to take you from beginner to advanced, so it's obviously going to be quite a detailed course at 70 hours of content, and it even includes recent updates for ES2024 and ES2025. It makes it one of the most modern JavaScript courses available. If you're learning web development, you've got to keep up with what's new. And JavaScript, like most languages, is often evolving. It's nice to know that this course is updated. One of the biggest pros is it's got a massively comprehensive curriculum. It covers everything from JS fundamentals to advanced concepts like closures, asynchronous programming, and modern tools like NPM and Babel or Babel. The modular design allows you to tailor your learning path, focusing on a specific topic based on your goals. So you can either take it all or take the modular approach and focus on your own goals within this course. What I also like about this course is that the instructor, Jonas, isn't just teaching theory. He has you building 6 real-world projects. Now, projects, they can vary in their complexity and whether they're really useful, but I like the fact that he's focusing on this because you've got dynamic web apps with interactive features, and it makes them essentially kind of portfolio ready, even for a beginner. This is invaluable for job seekers. The course starts with basics, but it delves into more advanced topics like the this keyword, higher order functions, and OOP, object-oriented programming. And I think this makes it suitable for learners at all levels, really. And that's a really nice thing. So it means it's got comprehensive reach and appeal. It's nice to learn things that you know are relevant and not the cutting edge. It means you're going to stay ahead rather than having to catch up. The instructor has a really clear and engaging teaching style. His explanations are clear, practical challenges make complex topics quite approachable. And one student, I think, even praised how his project solidified their understanding of JavaScript. You'll see that as a common thread amongst existing students. It is about solidifying the theory and do something practical with it. I really appreciate that. Now, obviously, it isn't always pros. There are some cons. I don't think they're really cons, but some things to bear in mind with this course. If it's 70 hours long, it's time intensive. This is a huge time commitment. It isn't learning in 2 hours, it isn't learning 4 hours, it's learning 10 hours. 70 hours is a lot. And of course, you don't need to complete everything. The sheer volume may, however, feel overwhelming if you're a beginner. So my idea is to think about this as a big undertaking, but it's something to be done over time. You haven't got to think about learning it all in a hurry. Yes, it's self-paced, but choose the pace that makes sense for you. Have the discipline and structure. Just turn up day after day, week after week, however you want to do this, and it will take care of itself if you keep learning, investing the time. One of the things as well, you do get some interaction with the community for Q&A, but you maybe don't get as much interaction as you might want with the actual instructor. It depends. Some instructors take more time to interact with their students, but it depends on how massive the course is. With a course that's popular, you may not get as much interaction with Jonas, the teacher himself, but that's okay because the other students can help you as well. You're not going to get live classes and mentoring like you would get on Bootcamp platform or other platforms that work in that style. Self-paced learning tends to be you buy it and you take care of it yourself. This also doesn't really dive into any frameworks like React or Vue. It's more about core vanilla JavaScript. So I think it's a great foundation for those reasons, but you might want to think about additional resources as you go if you want to learn those frameworks and libraries, because you're going to find pretty soon after you get into JavaScript, they are everywhere and people are using all these tools for good reason. I love this tool. I use React all the time. I think it's fantastic. Highly recommend other users to use it. But of course, you need to learn JavaScript first before you can get into something like React. So it's a great stepping stone, but be prepared to learn even more practical, real-world skills that will help you get a job. I would mention the fact that a lot of these programs these days are in competition with things like AI tools, whether it's ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot. But I don't want you to think about them as competitors, rather they could be teammates. And I think something like this course, like any online course in a self-paced environment, can be really enhanced by using something like an AI tool, whether it be ChatGPT or whatever you use, to ask questions, to get clarifications, go deeper, to go further, to maybe ask it to assess some of your solutions. Using it as a one-on-one tutor and instructor might allow you to get even more out of this course. This course is very well structured. It's got all the information you need. There may be times when you're just scratching your head, you're not quite sure what something means. That's fine. AI can help you get out of those jams and continue learning and making progress. I'd consider those as teammates rather than competitors. It's a good thing to think about using AI to help you get even more out of this. If you're serious about learning JavaScript in 2025, there are lots of options, but this should be a top contender. And the reason that the users on Hackr.io have voted it so highly makes perfect sense to me. It's a fantastic course. It is rich, it is detailed, it's excellent value for money, it's regularly updated, which I think is really important. It's packed with practical projects to prepare you for the real world, which is something that can't be understated. Taking a course and being prepared for the real world is massively important. But be ready for that time investment. At 70 hours, it isn't going to take a couple of days. So I think it's an excellent choice, and you can't really go wrong with Udemy. Udemy are one of the strongest learning platforms. If it's got excellent reviews and it's well rated by users like they are on Hackr.io, you're typically in the right place, and you do get that 30-day money-back guarantee to change your mind. Let me know, have you taken this course? Are you interested in this course? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.